Todd, you were 0-20 when trailing after two periods before tonight. What was the difference tonight to make you 1-20?
I think we were doing a lot of good things throughout the game, so I think there was some confidence if we stuck with it, we were gonna get it. And it was a huge goal. Jared Bowles' goal was a huge goal. 3-1 game. Corey Trott makes a great first. Mark wins some battles behind the net, keep the puck alive. Corey picks it up and makes a great play. But that was a huge goal for us.
Early on, I mean, you were dominant at times. It just was it Philly's last-ditch defending a little bit. I mean, there weren't a ton of rebounds. The ones that were, nothing seemed to come up. But you know, they seemed to kind of take away some of those second chances. Was that the difference? I mean, this was a game that maybe could have been 3-1, 4-1 in favor.
Yeah, I would probably disagree with you somewhat. I thought we had second opportunities in the game. We were able to keep pucks alive. They play man-on-man down low, so it's they're in their D zone, so it's a little bit harder to get to the front of that point versus man-on-man. But I thought we did a good job. I thought their goaltender was very good in the game.
Todd, you mentioned Jared's goal. It was 2 minutes before that. Corey Trott takes a penalty and makes it a 2-goal Flyer lead. How important was it to see Corey in that line not only respond but also get rewarded for what they've been doing prior in the game?
You're right. They were good, really, all game. It's just unfortunate. Corey, one thing we ask our guys to do is go to the net hard. And he was going to the net hard and bumps the goalie and gets a penalty. So, the result of that is they score. But, again, the difference of the game for me was that line scored. 3-1 game, and I don't know how much time was left when he scored, but that was you could feel it on the bench once we got that 3-2. And it was a similar feeling to, previous years where you scored in the third and you really felt that it was going to happen, and it did tonight.
Is this one of those games, 5-on-5, where you can take the tape and show your guys that this is what they can do when they play the way you guys are capable of playing?
Yes. There were a lot of good things 5-on-5. Our power play was good. Disappointing a little bit, I think, penalty kill. I think we had a little bit of a breakdown where we collapsed a little bit too low and opened up a seam. But there were a lot of good things in the game. Power play, 5-on-5, generate some chances. I think we played with the puck down low. Dubinsky was strong on the puck. Nick Foligno. Cam was quick and fast tonight. So, the guys everyone's got a little bit different things that they can bring to the game, and we saw that tonight. And when they're doing that, we can be a tough team to play against.
You talked about how much of an emotional lift that goal of Bowles was. How much of that was where it came in the game, and how much of it was just the guy who scored it, him ending a drought the way he did?
It was, I think, there's some truth to that, what you said about who scored, because on the bench you could feel it, that guys were happy for Jared. He does a lot of the, it takes a lot of courage to do what he does, to play the game. And you want to see those guys, do well. So to see him, get that goal, and that was a big moment for us as a group. So the guys on the bench were happy, and again, it created a good buzz on the bench.
Cam's been finding the net in the third period the last 6 or 7 games. I think he's 3 third-period goals. Is he playing with a bit of a renewed confidence the last couple weeks?
Tonight he was. I don't know about going back previous games, because I think we saw a different Cam Atkinson tonight than previous games. It's not to say that he was horrible in those games, but to me, he looked faster and quicker tonight. And when he plays with speed and his agility or shifty, when he's able to stop and start and move out of it, he can create plays. And he created that tonight and made his goal was something that we work on in practice, just as far as the transition, getting it up and forwards, keeping their speed. And he makes a great play to Doobie. Doobie makes a great play to Scott, and Emery makes a great save on that play. And Cam does the right thing by going to the net and is able to finish.
Obviously, a huge goal for Jared Bull, but how big was this one for Anisimov? You've talked about maybe seeing the signs that the Artie of old starting to come back a little bit. Is this kind of a capper for him?
Well, you always want to see your team score goals. I think Artie's been playing good hockey. He just hasn't been rewarded for it. And tonight it was, on that goal too. When you go back and you look at it on the tape, Nick Foligno makes a great play by chipping it in and then winning a foot race for it. And actually, Emery gets a good piece of that puck on Artie's opportunity. But Artie's been doing good things for us. He has. He's had the puck on his stick. He's been able to make plays, and it just hasn't been going his way as far as scoring goals. So it's nice to see it, and hopefully this will be a boost of confidence for him.
This is your 6th straight home win against Philadelphia. Is that evidence of what you've sometimes talked about some teams being easier to get up for than others, or is there a matchup thing that you're taking advantage of, or is it just insignificant?
Yeah, I can't go back and look at the previous 5 games and know exactly how they went. We played well tonight. We did as a group. We had 4 lines, 6 defensemen. Goalie made some big saves for us when we needed him to. It was a good team win.
I know we occasionally ask this, but the crowd tonight seemed to be jumping a little. Did you bring them into the battle with you?
The way we started the game, I think there was excitement, there was a buzz by the way that we were playing. Played fast, there was physical, there was opportunities early in the game, and I think that got the crowd into it. And you could feel it throughout the game, where I think we continued to do good things. Because you think about previous games where we were down 3-1 in the third period, there were some third periods that were really bad, where we give up another one and another one, and a 2-1 game turned into a 5-1 game or a 5-0 game really quick. But I think we did good things through the first 2 periods. We kept the crowd, but I think we had confidence that if we stuck with it and kept doing the right things, that we could get it to turn around.